how's it going? I'm Woodsy, and this is my 76 series. I purchased this a couple of months ago. It's a 2007 4.5 litre V8 diesel, and the 76 series, as far as I've driven it so far, it's an absolute legend. I got it, it's quite old, so I got it with a few specs, and I wanted to take you through those specs, spec changes that have happened to it over the years with the previous owners. And as we go through it as well, I want to make a few episodes on this car as I make upgrades to it across the course of its life. So jump on board with Woodsy's wheels and we'll go through the build as I go through it myself. Right, we'll start at the front of the car. We've got an ARB steel bull bar on the front here. It's pretty stock. It doesn't have the fog lights or anything like that on it, but I'm not too fussed about that because I'll have some high powered spotties and that moving forward. It currently doesn't have a winch on board, but I've got a winch from my old car which didn't get much use, so I'm going to throw that on top of it. We've got the IPF Sport XS spotties here. Yeah, these bad boys. Now, to tell you the honest truth, I'm not super impressed with these. At this stage, I've gone on a few night highway drives and taken it out bush and that. But I'm not super impressed. I've got a spreader and a spotty on one of each. And the light bar that I used to have on my old car, which I'm transferring to this one, was much better. And that was 43-inch curved light LED bar that I mounted to the roof. While we're here, I'll just point out the tyres as well. They're stock as a rock, as the old mate told me. I bought it with 130,000 Ks on it. The tyres are nearly, well, pretty much done. I can actually see the tread's pretty much gone on these. So they're the stock 7-inch split rims, which I'll be changing out to 8-inch 16 steel rims, and I'll be putting on 285 tyres on there, 285 by 75 tyres, to get a little bit more clearance, but also I just want that width, so when I'm doing some sand work, I get that real footprint that I'm after. So up here got just a GME. I think it's about a 4.4 dB whip aerial, which has done me justice so far, and it's all I've been after. But I've also got a fiberglass aerial that I might mount at some point in the future. That's a 6.6 dB, so that might just get me a little bit more of what I'm after. On the other mount point, we have a sand mount, sand flag mount, which I'll use as required, but that's when I get to dunes. I'm in the desert, so not much need for that right now. Alrighty, so inside the engine bay, there's not a whole lot that's changed here so far. There will be a few more upgrades that I'll go through with a quick list at the end of this video. But what we've got so far is we've got a little compressor in the front here. It's not too great, to be honest. It doesn't pump up the tyres too quickly, but it does enough. I think the original owner wanted to set up some air lockers for the front and rear diff, but my preference will be to the E-lockers at some point in the future, and so that will just sit there now for if I want to do the front tyres up after a sand trip. Then the only other difference is over here we've got the second battery, which powers my fridge in the back, and we've got the red arc isolator. That's just a smart isolator that makes sure that when the second battery draws down, if the primary battery falls below a certain voltage, it cuts out. So you stop getting charged from your primary battery to your secondary battery. So that saves your cranking battery, so you can turn over even if all your accessories go dead over the course of a couple of days out camping. You can still start your car because you still have this bad boy operating. So as I'll say at the end of the video, I'm planning to move towards a solar system as well. So I'll be upgrading that isolator and getting a solar regulator that will regulate the voltage on both batteries and regulate the charge. So that way I shouldn't run out of charge anytime soon. That's it for the minute under here. There's not a whole lot going on really at this stage. So I'll move up to the roof here. So on top of the roof, we've got just some roof racks by Roller, by the look of it. Completely fucking useless. This is like a half measure in my opinion to go on the full cage. And the full cage is sort of what I'm after, because I'll be throwing up a swag and any excess gear that I've got. It's really pretty hard to store stuff when you've only got these racks up here. It looks like the only reason that the previous owner put these up there was so that she could mount the ARB touring awning, the 2x2 meter awning, which has come in pretty handy so far, and it's a pretty hardy awning as well, and I'll be hanging on to it for sure. It's something that I'd never really thought of purchasing, and then as soon as you've got one, you love it. I've got a mate that's bought into one of the ostrich wing awnings, which is one of those ones that wraps around your car and it gets done in a couple of minutes. To be honest, I didn't really time myself putting this up, but it took me maybe a maximum of 10-15 minutes, which is really bugger all when you can have a cheeky froth while you're doing it. So the changes that have been made in here so far, there's quite a few. The previous owner has put a dash mat in here, which is wicked, fantastic. They've also gone with an Alpine head unit sound system. That's a Bluetooth sound system, which is wicked for me. It's basically all I use. And what's awesome is it comes with a microphone, which she had mounted here, and I've just run the cable up the A-pillar here and then mounted my microphone here. The benefit of that is there's a significant difference. It basically sounds like you're underwater if you don't have one of those microphones, if you're chatting to someone on the phone while on the go. And then beyond that, they've mounted a 80 channel UHF radio, obviously connected to the GME aerial at the front. And as you can see, it's got all of the controls on the actual handset, which is fantastic. And which means that she's actually hidden away the head unit for the UHF. So it makes everything a lot tidier in here and means that any other modifications that I want to make can be made pretty easily. Next to that, we've got the switch for the spotties on the front, and then we've got the compressor switch right here. This is just a fake switch at this stage because there was a missing blank, so I just put one of my spare rocket switches in there. Of course, I've got these sheepskin covers, which are fantastic. They come with a pocket in the front, pockets in the back, and pockets in the side. In the side pocket is where I store my quick deflator, which is this quickie deflator, which is an absolutely fantastic purchase. Rather than sitting there with a probe trying to empty the air out of your tyres, you can release the, you can actually undo the valve in the tyre, and the air just buckets out, and it turns a 15-minute process into a 5-minute process, which is when you're trying to get out on the beach and start making some good times with your four-wheel drive. Anything that cuts out the time is majorly beneficial. The back of the vehicle. We've got some brand new tyres on the back here, which to me is pretty useless because I'm changing them anyway. But the first thing you'll notice is I've got a dual wheel carrier. It's a KMR bar, and underneath we've got some LED brake lights and indicators. Cannot say how grateful I am that this car came with this purchase, because as one of the things I was going to add, and KMR bars are notoriously expensive, and for that to be thrown in, beautiful. And then what they've also done is they've mounted this Nava 4 LED, looks like a 2x2 inch spotlight. It's basically just a camping light. It's also hooked up to the reversing switch in my car. So as soon as I hit reverse, as soon as I go into reverse, the spotlight lights up and it makes everything easier to see. It's fantastic. And then it's also on a telescopic rod. So these things here, they lock in at the back, and yeah, and then the telescopic rod just flings up, no worries, and that goes up quite a way. And then we've got a switch here, which only. So we're in the back of the vehicle, and like I say, all of this stuff came with the car when I purchased it. So the first thing, we've got the drawers in the back, which great work, and they're a great set of drawers too. They go quite deep, which is excellent. I store all my recovery gear in this one, which is obviously a continually building set of gear, unfortunately, because there's always new ways to get recovered, I guess. And in this one I store all my straps, some camping cooking gear, gas bottles, and of course the trusty mug for coffees. The other great feature of these drawers is it comes with a slide out table, so I won't have to mount anything there because it comes with it, and it's a sturdy table too, which is fantastic. Of course, there's two hidden compartments on either side. On one of them I'll mount another compressor. I've got the Thumper compressor in there from Full Drive Supercenter, but it's too big, unfortunately, so I'll mount a tank and a compressor in one of them, and we'll have a port coming out there, and perhaps some water in the other one. The beautiful feature of this is we've got this cage, which is built around an Engel 60 litre fridge. This thing's an absolute ripper. I don't know how I've lived without a fridge in the past. So much that one of my modifications is to add another fridge inside the vehicle. And I don't know if you can see it, but at the back there we've got a cargo cage, which is ideal for me, so I can stock this up to the roof when I go camping, and it just adds that extra little bit of storage. Swag always stays with me, just in case wherever I'm going I might need to pull over and whatnot. And of course, comfortable chair to sit down and have your frothies in. Underneath here we've got a long range tank. I think it holds about 160 litres, and it lasts me about, what was it? It was nearly 1200 Ks, I think, at the last count. Just got the stock pipes on there at the minute. They will be getting changed out for meaty 3-inch pipes, because who doesn't love the sound of a V8 when you make it sound like it does with the big pipes. Alrighty, so underneath in the suspension side of things, we've got the 2-inch lift kit with I think foam shocks and springs at the front, and leaf springs at the back. Coil springs at the front, leaf springs at the back. So that's a 2-inch lift as far as I can pick, and that will be perfect for me to do my upgrade, for my tyre upgrade in the future. So come and join me as I build this car, and we'll go on some journeys out back together.